Well, hello, this is Rosa, RCG Creations. How are you doing today? We are making a German chocolate cake. I'm going to a little function tonight with a bunch of friends. And tonight's theme is German because this is October, so like Oktoberfest and German stuff. So I had no idea because I said I was going to bring dessert because I always bring dessert. So that's all I bring because it's easy because I have to take it to work. And it's got to sit at the office, so I can't have anything refrigerated. So anyway, let's get started. It's a German chocolate cake, and it's made by, I'm getting the recipe from my Betty Crocker cookbook. Okay, so let's get started. Oh, heat oven to 350. Let me heat my oven to 350. I went ahead and got a bunch of ingredients together to make it easy. And 350. It started. And I've already greased my pan. I'm using a long one that's got a cover to it so I can transport it. Okay, so we're going to grease a pan, which I've got. I'll put all the directions in the description box with the recipes. Alrighty. We're going to mix the sugar, the margarine, and oh, let me put you on pause. I forgot my mixer for my KitchenAid. I'll be right back. Okay, we back. I put it together. Alrighty, so we are going to mix the sugar and the margarine in a large mixing bowl until light and fluffy. Oh, it says sugar. Sugar and margarine. Okay. So it's asking for 2 cups of sugar. Let me get this out of the way so I don't spill. Butter, and I forgot, so I had to melt my butter in the microwave. So, but it's supposed to be softened butter. Okay, let's get all that goodiness right there. Alright, let's get this out of the way. Push this back down, lock it up, and let's mix. Mix sugar and butter in a large mixing bowl until light and fluffy, and then we're going to beat 1 egg. So while that's doing that, I went ahead and got 3 eggs. I'm so new at this. I did buy an egg separator, but I still don't know how to do this too well. So I'm gonna crack my egg. Let me get this out of the way. And I'm saving my eggs for my garden. I'm gonna crush them up. First I'm gonna dry them. Then I'm gonna crush the eggs in my coffee maker, my coffee bean. We don't drink coffee, but I use a coffee bean grinder. Okay, and now I have my towel. Be ever so careful because it's being held by the tripod. And I broke it because I dropped it by not paying attention to it. Okay, so it's mixing pretty good. So, here's my egg separator. But the yolk's not falling off. It's kind of sticking. Now, these are from grocery store because we don't have any chickens. So, I was just curious, does anybody know an easier way to do this? Or is this the way you're supposed to do it? And I'm going to be honest with you, I haven't watched a lot of people on how they do their eggs. So, but I did see one lady, she puts it in her hand because there's always some yolk, the white, the egg, underneath it. It was like, okay, I did do it on 2 of the eggs because it was like that. Okay, so let me get back to my towel. Let me get that part that I already got. Egg yolk, because you got to be careful with egg for salmonella poisoning. Alrighty. Next, okay, we're going to add mix Margarine, charlotte original for light and fluffy. Beat in egg yolks one at a time. Oh, egg yolks one at a time. So we're using egg yolks. We're not using the egg whites. 4 egg whites stiffly beaten. What does that mean? I don't know what that means. Beat in egg yolks one at a time. So when do you do the egg whites? Oh, you do the egg whites later. Okay, gotcha. Okay, I get it now. Alrighty, so here's my 4 egg yolks. I'm going to get my spoon. It says do it one at a time. Let me make sure. Beating the egg yolks one at a time. Okay. Everybody knows, well, why do you have to do this in this order? I don't know. I'm assuming it's for fluffiness of the cake. I really don't know. That's why I said I'm just assuming. I don't know. Okay, sorry about that. I had to reach all the way over there. Okay, so beat in the egg yolks one at a time. Beat in the chocolate. Now, that does ask for 1 bar, 4 ounces of sweet cooking chocolate. I don't have that, but I do have cooked baking cocoa. So we're going to use that. Beat in the yolks, beat in the chocolate and vanilla on low speed. Didn't realize I was going to do that. So I'm going to stop it. I'm going to stop it. Pull it up so I can pour all the rest of this cocoa. And my machine does have a little dial that says stir. So there's where it's on right now. It's on stir. Oh yeah, that looks good. Let me put... Okay, so we're going to beat in the eggs. I did that. Beat in the chocolate and the vanilla on low speed. Vanilla asks for, how much vanilla? 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Okay. I just eyeballed it. I'm good to go with that. I hope so. That's what I'm doing. Okay. The vanilla, low speed, mix in the flour and the baking soda. And I went ahead and did those mixtures together. I'm using Gluten Free Flour because one of my friends tonight, and I got my baking soda right in here. It says mix in the flour, baking soda, and salt, alternating with buttermilk. Oh, my buttermilk. I made my own buttermilk. It says for 1 cup of buttermilk. Let me go get my 1 cup. Look, oh, the timer went off. My oven is ready. Okay, so let me get my 1 cup. And I make my own buttermilk instead of storing it. I use powder and I just mix it with water. And I keep my little charger, because this is a USB charged little personal mixer. And this is really good for like shakes and stuff. So we're going to need 1 cup. This is buttermilk. Whew. Well, that worked out pretty darn good. If you have any more that you have left over, just refrigerate it. It'll last you about 1 to 2 weeks, I believe. I'll put a pop-up, or I'll put it in the description box once I find out. I have my notes, but they're in another room. Alrighty, so now we're going to mix in the flour and the baking soda, salt alternating with the buttermilk. Okay, so here's my flour. Here's a little bit of milk. Here's some more flour. A little bit of milk. I'm assuming this is what it means by alternating. I'm going by common sense, but I really don't know. think this is why I never made this before, because it's not hard, it's just a little tedious. And I'm almost out of milk. My milk. And I've never made a cake with gluten-free flour. I've made cookies with gluten-free flour. I think that's the last of it there. Whoop. Slide this on over out of my way. I want to spill my milk. Okay, so mixing the flour, baking soda, and the salt, alternating with the buttermilk, and I put the salt and the baking soda in with the flour. Okay, beating in with each additional until batter is smooth. Okay, I think the batter looks pretty darn smooth to me. I can't move you over because my thing is broken and I can't show you. Sorry, but it looks pretty smooth to me. Okay, so then fold in the egg whites. Oh, that's fold in. Okay, so let's stop this. Oh, turn that off. Release this. Got my spatula. Because I know you use a spatula when you're folding things in. I don't know it, I just seen it. Let me correct myself. I don't know it because I don't know what I'm doing. I've just seen it done that way when they say they fold things in. I've folded other things, but like when you're making Cool Whip or egg white stuff. But I'm going to go ahead and take this off because I don't think I'm going to be beating it because it just says fold it in. You fold in the egg whites, divide the batter, and then we pour it into the pan. So we're done. So that really isn't too bad. And since I'm so new, I think this will be easier the next time around I make it. Let's do a little cheat sheet test. Mmm. Really chocolatey. Okay. Twist to get this off of here. Whoops. Ah, there's a whole bunch of flour. I wonder how that got on there. Let's move this out of my way. Just a second here. I'll wipe my table down so I'm okay in doing this. I think I'm good to go. So we're going to fold in the egg whites and divide the batter. Okay, so I'm going to pour my egg whites in. And then I'm going to fold it in. Oh yeah, look at that. Definitely a lot creamy. And I'm mixing in that last little bit of flour that I had spilled on the machine. I do know that when you're folding something in, you always want to make sure you get from the center and you fold it in. And I know you don't want to overmix, but you definitely want all the egg whites to get incorporated with the mix. I remember it said mix the sugar, bone to light and flat, beat in the egg yolks. Oh, okay, beat in the egg yolks. I got my whisk because I thought I had to whisk it, but it's no, you put it in together when you're mixing it in with the mixer. Okay, so it looks like I've got, I'm just looking to make sure I don't have any egg whites that have not incorporated with the batter. And it doesn't look like I have any. It looks like I've done pretty good in folding in the batter. Okay, so let's go get our cake pan. It's right here and ready. And again, like I always do, well, I shouldn't say always because I am human and I forget. Is wipe down, once you spray your pan, wipe down with a clean towel or paper towel all the excess oil. That way when it bakes in the oven, that grease from the spray doesn't coat on your pan. Okay, so now let's dip it in. Oh, I just saw a spot that did not get mixed. That was the mix of the egg white. That's what I was talking about. I just saw it. So let me get all this in here. Now I will tell you, this is really smooth looking. I don't know if you can see that in the video, but this is really smooth looking. So if this turns out, I'll be making this cake again. Only I'll make one for hubby because he don't like nuts at all. And the topping on the German chocolate cake is a coconut pecan frosting. And that's what we're going to do next. Okay. Take that right there out of the way. And then see my pan right here. Okay, so let's just, I know you gotta smooth it out. There's some of that egg white that I was telling you I saw that didn't mix. I'm just gonna mix it on the top layer because I know it needs to get mixed up. But I don't want to mess with it too much. But I know it needs to get mixed up. And I'm going to make sure the batter goes to all the corners. I know I've seen some people where they just tap on it. Here, let me get my little butter knife. Because this is for a group of friends. I don't want to double dip nothing because you never know. Well, that's not helping. I'm just going to use a spatula and smooth it over. I just want to make sure the batter gets an even batter. Oh, I see some more egg yolk. Well, I don't think I mixed very well since I see some more egg yolk. I just want to make sure that the egg doesn't cook on top. It needs to be mixed up with the batter. And I'm making sure that I'm in all the corners. And I do remember there's a bunch of videos that I saw. You want to make this a smooth, even layer. Not one side higher than the other. You want to make it all level. I'm keeping an eye on my time because I got to go to work. But I'm working from home today, so that's why I was able to do this. On my lunch break, I'll make the frosting. And by then, the cake will be ready because it's going to take 45 to 50 minutes. So by the time I go to lunch on my lunch break, the cake will be cooled off that I can add the frosting. We're not going to do a taste test now. We'll do a taste test tonight after I'm back. Because I don't want to dig it. Well, I could dig into it. The ladies wouldn't care. Now these ladies, they are older than me, and boy, do they know how to cook and bake. I was like, oh, we eat so well. We go to we play bunco once a month. So we eat, everybody's potluck, everybody signs up, brings something, And then we eat and talk, and then we play bunco. Okay, I think that's as smooth as I'm going to get. Okay, so let me get this last little bit. Put it right in here. Because I know with the frosting, if there's any little that's not even, I know I can smooth it out with the frosting. Make it look like it's totally flawless. Okay, now I heard you. Doing that makes it more level. And it is, you can see it. It's making it more level. But there's the cake. Okay, so we're going to bring you back when we go to the next phase of making the coconut pecan frosting. We'll bring you back. Okay, we are back. Now we're going to be doing the coconut pecan frosting. Okay, it says mix the sugar, milk, margarine, butter, eggs, and vanilla in a 1-quart saucepan. Okay, so let me add my sugar. It's asked for 1 cup of sugar. Milk, 1 can of evaporated milk. Alrighty. 1/2 cup of butter, margarine. So that's 1 whole stick. Let me turn my heat on the medium. Make sure that's in the center. I freeze our butter sticks, because I don't go through these enough. But I'm actually doing more since I'm learning how to bake. Okay. Grab myself a paper towel. Okay, so mix the sugar, milk, butter. Okay, so mix the sugar, milk, margarine. I'm using butter because this is butter or margarine. And the egg yolks and the vanilla. It asks for 3 egg yolks. Okay, let me give that a little stir. And then in about 12 minutes, it should be ready. It'll get thicker. And you want to continue to stir. Let me just breaking up the egg yolks. So let's leave that for a minute. Let me go get the 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Okay, my vanilla. 1 teaspoon. Alrighty. That's close enough. It's time for me to refill my container. Okay. Let me give that a quick little stir. Oh, and the recipe does say cook over medium heat, so I did it right. I was just kind of guessing, but okay, stir. So after about 12 minutes of stirring, then you add your coconut, which is 1 1/3 cups of coconut and 1/2 cup of pecan. So we'll bring you back when it's totally done, and I ice the cake. We'll bring you back at that point. Okay, we are back. It's been about 12 minutes, and it has gotten thicker. See that? Still a little, not really watery. It's just not thick, but then we don't want it to be totally thick. So it says, cook over medium heat, stirring occasionally until thick, about 12 minutes. Stir in the coconut pecans. Beat until frosting is of spreading consistency. It doesn't say when to turn it off, but I'm turning it off. I don't know if it's right or wrong, but I'm turning it off. Here's my coconut. Here's my pecans. And then I'm just going to stir it. There's my alarm. I got to go back to work. I'm like, uh-oh. A few more minutes isn't going to hurt. I came in 20 minutes early today anyway, so we're good. Just don't tell nobody, okay? Well, don't tell the boss. I think it's a little too watery. I'm going to turn the heat back on. Go back to my medium heat. And let's see. Ouch. That was warm. That was right on the burner. Right where the heat was coming out. Let me just move this over. I definitely don't want to toast and burn any of this. I tasted it. It tastes good. I'm not going to double dip because that's not good because other people are going to be eating it. So I'm just going to stir a little bit more until it's heated. And then I'm going to spread it on the cake and then we'll bring you back. I cheated. I did do a little corner taste of the bread because I was 5 minutes over and it's like, oh no, and everybody's oven's different. Oh yeah, it's definitely starting to thicken up. Yep, that's what I needed. I needed to do closer to 15 minutes versus 12 minutes. Like again, like I said, everybody's oven plus whatever pan you're using, pot. Yep. Okay. I say we're done. Beat into a frosting is a spreading consistency, so I think we're good. Let me turn the camera over so you could see. Okay, there you go. I'm going to get this as close to this pot as possible. And I know it'll harden as it cools down. I see my mom make this. I'm pretty sure I've never made it. I'm pretty sure my daughter did because my daughter was raised on this Betty Crocker cookbook that I use. Because it was a wedding gift for me when I married her dad. Oh yeah, see it has thickened. It's not falling off or anything, so I think we're doing good. So I'm just spreading it all over. And if it dribbles over to the side a little bit, that's okay. Because I'm taking this entire pan. Because this pan has a cover to it. To the function. And maybe we'll have some leftovers. A lot of times we don't have leftovers. And sometimes we do. Well, it's not melted and going all over the place, so I think I did good. And yep, it's going to be enough for the entire cake with a little bit left over. I can always put a little thicker layer on top. But I'm just coating every part of the cake. Then I'll let this sit. It'll be sitting here for another 3 or 4 hours before I go to my function tonight. Get the little corners of it. Make sure every piece has got frosting on top. German chocolate frosting, which is called a coconut pecan frosting is what they call this in the cookbook. I'm just going to do the little extra, put it in the little hole where I ate. That way nobody will know I ate it. There's just hardly anything left. So I'm just going to spread the extra all over. Wait for my pan to cool off, then I'll put it in the sink, soak it in some water, then I'll wash it a little bit later. Oh yeah, I think I did a pretty good job. I would lick the spoon, but it's too hot. So anyway, this is, okay, my take of a German chocolate cake. We're not going to do the taste test because it's way too hot. Alrighty. Thank you so much for watching. I will do at the very end, when I do my edit, I'll let you know how good it tastes. But I know it's going to taste good because the cake tastes good. This is going to be tasting good too. So I think this is a definite 2 thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching. And I want to say thank you to all my subscribers. And any new subscribers, thank you for subscribing. Don't forget to hit the little bell and hit like and place a comment. Thank you so much. Take care. We'll catch you in the next video. Bye-bye.